And we're back. Sorry, I got caught up. I found the question. All right, so we are going to get back to this. All right, and my question to you is how did your artwork change, or how has your artwork changed from the beginning of the breakup to the Alyssa now?
I would say my artwork, in terms of like visual art, like, you know, my canvases that I do or any art that I do on paper, it hasn't really changed as much. I still do like my normal things that I do actually, but my written works have changed.
Oh, okay.
It gets like when I was in the midst of it, like I was writing poems about how I was feeling and stuff like that. Cause sometimes it's easier for me to write in stanzas than it is for me to just write it out, because it's just like, it's almost like poems are a stream of your own consciousness. So that's what I use it as. It's literally a stream of my consciousness. So I write it in stanzas in which it makes more sense to me, and I'm just like, yeah, it's exactly how I feel actually. But yeah, so it got considerably sadder.
Okay.
Undertones of like just sadness.
So
And,
sadness now still?
no, it's starting to turn around more.
Okay.
Now. These days, I'm writing more about accepting yourself, more about like you may have torn me down a little bit, but now I'm figuring out that I'm a strong person and that I like who I am as a person.
Yeah, yeah. That was actually what I said to my ex. You know, like, yeah, you broke me down, you know, and I was broken. You know, and that's something that you don't like to admit,
right?
You know what I mean? Because you allowed somebody,
yes.
Because that's what happened. I allowed it because there were signs, you know what I mean. So I allowed that to happen. So then you go through the whole kicking yourself, and you know, why would you do that? You know, why would you allow yourself to even go through that? So yeah, I get it. So hopefully, you know, like Mary J, you will have some number ones. You know what I'm saying?
Let's hope.
Your artwork will be in not only on someone's clothing line, but you know, that's what I wanted to ask you. So what is the artwork? And I'm sorry, we'll get back, but what is the what are we to look for? Like what is it? What was her vision?
It's more like it's a how do I just, it's a streetwear type of thing.
Okay.
So like it's like, it'll probably be like right here.
Okay.
Maybe on a graphic T-shirt, but it's a person standing in a crowd full of people. Basically.
Does the person stand out or okay?
They're isolated in a crowd full of people, so it's like everybody's there, but you're also there by yourself.
Ooh, dope. Is there a saying that goes with it, or you can't discuss that? As far as like,
you know, I don't know because I cannot remember it. So
okay,
we're gonna go with I can't discuss that.
Okay. When is it due to launch? Is there going to be a launch party? All of that?
There will be a launch party. I'm not 100% sure, so I'll keep everybody updated.
Okay. And is it trademarked? Since it's your artwork, is it trademarked?
You know, they worked out the kinks in that one yet.
Okay, yeah, girl, you gotta get that bag now.
Of course.
Bag. Okay, well, congratulations again. I just had to ask that. So, my next question: how is your self-esteem now? Like, where are you now?
Oh, I'm better than ever.
Okay, better.
It is a Megan Thee Stallion summer. That's all I'm saying. Ooh. If you've ever listened to her music, you know how that it gives you that feeling of being the baddest in the room.
Come on.
That's what it's giving this summer. Like, that's how I feel.
They better watch out.
They better. That's all I'm saying.
I know that's right. You know, once you come back from a breakup, that mindset hit different.
It hit different.
Okay. Ain't taking no shorts. Sorry, just aged myself. So what attracts you now?
These days, somebody who will hold a conversation. Somebody who can match me intellectually. I'm not looking for love right now.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
But the lines are still in the water. So like, I'm looking for someone who can just, I don't know, understands me in and out, kind of like, I don't know. I'm humor as well. Some people, they just take life too seriously.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
I mean, I get that you gotta be serious, but not all the time.
Not all the time.
Please don't walk around with a stick up your butt.
Exactly. I like lightheartedness. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking for right now.
Okay.
That's what attracts me.
So, are you seeing anyone right now? Are you looking?
I wouldn't say like I'm like looking actively for it. If it comes, it comes.
Mm-hmm. Anybody caught your eye?
One or two along the way, but
Okay.
nothing substantial.
So y'all aren't y'all aren't talking or anything like that, but you just see them as like,
It's just like every once in a while, like on the
Okay.
peripheral.
ah, yes. Okay. So, are you still angry with your ex?
Oh yeah, if I saw him today, I'd put hands on him.
Oh.
I would put hands on him. I could be completely over the situation. I said I wasn't gonna slam the table. I could be completely over the situation, but you have to feel me. Like you have to feel me. Like that's just what I feel like. I feel like if you allow yourself to be in my vicinity, you did it on purpose. You want the smackdown. So I have to. I'm sorry, I have to lay hands. That's just
Now,
or you're gonna hear my mouth either way.
so I was gonna say, like, I know, that's the anger talking, but is that something that you really do?
No, but I definitely will. I definitely will somehow find my way to publicly embarrass you. I'm sorry, I have to. I wouldn't say publicly embarrass you, but I will if I do see you in person. I will have to. You have to hear what I have to say now. I don't care. You're gonna hear
Okay.
my mouth, or I'm gonna act like you don't exist. Those
Yeah.
are the two options you may get depending on how I feel that day.
So, what will it do for you to tell him how you feel?
To see his face,
Do you think he's remorseful?
no, I don't think
So then, what
He
would be
cares.
the point? I mean, I'm just
That's a very good point because it would do nothing but make me even madder.
exactly.
Because I know that you really don't care, and even if you do feign like you care, like you just seem like you care or something like that, I know it's just not genuine because you wouldn't double down on what you did. You say sorry every time and then do it again. So there's no point. So you're right. You know what? I do change my answer. I'm just gonna walk past and act like you don't exist.
Has
I'm
he
not even gonna give you that energy.
has he apologized?
Yeah, but let's just say it wasn't the first day after, the second day after, the third day after, the fourth day after. It was the fifth day after. Everything happened. But he had been corresponding with me all of those days, but
never said sorry.
didn't say sorry until the fifth day. And then after he realized that I was serious about completely being done with him, sending me text messages saying he's so sorry, he has no right to feel as sad as he does because he did it, blah, 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 blah. I don't care.
Wow,
I don't care. Keep it to yourself. You did it.
you did, bastard. Again. Oh my God. Okay, so it just takes me back. Anyway, so I'm trying to make this a happy thing. I'm trying to end it on a
light note.
on an up note. Maybe I should have waited to ask about the clothing line. So, with everything being said, you went through your moments with him, and it's just I'm stuck. So it's like, okay, I'm just trying to figure out how to word this. So you're not over him, obviously not necessarily over him, but what would it take to get you to that point, to not think about him at all? Like,
I would say time.
mm-hmm.
The more distance that I put between the time I had with him, the more memories I'm going to make that overshadow those. Because right now, those are the last 2 years of my life. So, even over the memories I don't have with him, just thinking back to that time, I think back to everything in that time or what I was doing in that time or how, stuff like that, and he comes up. But the
Mhm.
more time that passes, the more memories I'm gonna make. Then one day it's just going to completely just be a segment of my life. Like that was just my 20s.
Yeah. I keep saying I want to make it light, but this is basically what the conversation was about. Was about basically your breakup and then getting to where you are now. So, with that being said, I want to ask you a question. And you can choose not to answer it or not, but tell me something. Tell me a scenario or tell me something to let us know just how deep you were in.
Ooh.
Come on, Peanut Gallery.
I have so many.
Like something that, again, if you don't mind sharing, because I know your dad is in the room, so I know he doesn't know everything. But I'm just saying, like, what would be something that somebody'd be like, oh wow, you were in, like you were deep.
Um, wow, there's so many. I guess I'll tell you something that shows you the dynamics of our relationship.
Okay.
Let's say it's, when did we start? I would say our first Christmas.
Okay.
What did I get him for Christmas? Basketball tickets. What did he give me for Christmas? Nothing. Okay.
Wait a minute. We're not gonna skirt past basketball tickets. What?
I took him to a Hornets game.
Not Hornets.
The Hornets versus the Atlanta Hawks.
Where were the seats?
They weren't that great. Okay. Like, you know,
Okay, that's.
they
I
weren't-
mean, it
but they
doesn't-
were pretty.
I'm
they were
gonna
still
be
pretty
honest
good.
with you. It doesn't even matter.
Right.
The fact is that you got them.
Exactly, and he likes Trey Young. Like you get to
Okay.
see your hometown play your favorite player. Like what's better than that? But I got nothing in return. Valentine's Day, the first Valentine's Day, I ended up getting like some candy or something. What did I get? Nothing. My birthday, I got cussed out on my birthday.
By him?
Mhm. And then also nothing for my birthday. His birthday, I didn't get him anything, and then we also fought because he told me not to get him anything, but his female best friend got him something and allowed her to get him something, and then he turned it back on me. Yeah, and then the next year, he didn't give me anything for any holiday except for Valentine's Day, and that was the last holiday we had together.
Wow.
Yep.
So in those moments, because you didn't get anything for anything, it seems like, but you kept doing it for him.
It's my love language.
So then, how does Alyssa feel not getting anything? What was your rationale? Because I know you rationalized it in your head.
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. I think what really got me about him too was he's gone through a lot in life. Like I won't ever say that he didn't, but he's gone through a lot in life, and he's told me very specifically, like, you know, nobody's ever done for me the way that you do, and you know, nobody's ever made me feel as special as you make me do, and stuff like that. And it was just like, I liked that feeling. I liked it because I feel like, you know, everybody should be made to be special by someone and stuff like that. So as a gift giver, I'm giving you gifts. One, because it's just, I see things and I think of you and I'm gonna get it. And or it's a holiday, or it's like I want you to feel special on this day. And I don't really do it to receive things, but then as time goes on, it's just like, you know, even if it wasn't to the caliber of which I got you the gift. Like, just because I got you basketball tickets don't mean you have to one up it. Don't mean you have to do something just as expensive or anything. You can give me a card and I'm gonna cry and be happy about it regardless. But you don't even make the effort.
You didn't even do that. Wow. Dang, Alyssa. That's yeah. I mean, again, I totally understand. I get it. a lot of times, I didn't necessarily, I wouldn't even get a card. You know what I mean? Like you said. But I would make it a point to, make sure I at least got you a card from me and the kids.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I understand, but that's not my love language. Isn't like giving gifts or anything like that. But dang, Alyssa, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. You were deep in.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Ooh, that's just the tip of the
Yeah, I won't ask any more questions.
you're gonna learn some. You're gonna learn some.
I don't want to know anymore. I don't think. Well, okay. So how did your dad feel about him?
I was about to say he couldn't feel anything about him because he never met him.
Are you serious?
Nobody in my close circle has ever met him, and this is why. Like,
Oh,
because
wow.
I have to weed people out because
Yeah.
Dad knows, everybody knows. I don't bring a lot of people around
Yeah.
the family.
Yeah.
Like Alexis will, Leah will,
Yeah.
KJ, well, not KJ, but Brian, Imani, everybody will.
Yeah.
Just here are these people who are important to me, but me like. I have to weed you out myself. Like I have to know your nuances and know about you before I can bring you into my inner circle of people
Mhm.
because I'm very protective over
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
I am. And so it was just I had to give them time too because we're a very boisterous family.
Yeah.
We are loud. There are a lot of us. It just is what it is. So it was just like you tell me when you're ready. And the funny part is he had just told me he was ready right for the broke.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm glad that he never got to meet anybody because he didn't deserve that.
So then, what it seems like to me is that you kind of already knew that you would never introduce him to the family because you already had some type of something that said in your head,
I think
he ain't quite right.
I definitely think subconsciously I did keep him away from everybody.
Mhm.
Like,
because I know I asked several times.
yeah, everybody has. Like, you're not the first and you're not the only. Like,
Yeah.
everybody, even mom was saying everything. Like, when we gonna meet him?
Yeah.
And all this stuff. And I'm just like, wait, give him time. The ball's in his court.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of your mom, I wanted to ask you about when you told her about the breakup. What advice did she give? What did she say? And we'll end it on that.
The thing about my mama is she emotionally, I feel like, is a lot like me.
Okay.
In which, like, is I don't even know how to explain it. I'm gonna just tell you what she said to me. I called her. And what was funny was I was talking to Aaliyah first,
Okay.
and then she had been talking to mom, and she answered when I called her. She's like, "Oh, mom's calling me back or whatever." And so I'm like, you can put her on the phone too, because that's when I had just told Aaliyah that we'd broken up. And mom got on the phone. She was like, "Oh, you broke up with him? Good, good." And she was just like, he didn't deserve you. Nah, like, good. I'm glad y'all broke up and blah 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 blah. And so I was on my way to work, so I had to hang up. And then I talked to Leah on the way home, and we were just talking like normal. And then the next day, mom calls me back in the morning. I'm like, "Hey, mom, what's up?" And she was like, "Hey, so it has come to my attention that I may have been a little insensitive the day you told me y'all broke up. I wasn't saying like, good, I'm glad you hurting. I'm just saying good because he doesn't deserve, like he didn't deserve you. And stop crying because he didn't deserve your tears. That's all I was saying. And I was laughing because I was like, Ma, like I know you didn't mean it that way.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, because your sister called me and told me I was being insensitive. But yeah, that was that.
That's what she said.
She basically is saying the same thing everybody else is.
Yeah.
He didn't deserve you. You pack up and move on. You're young. You're cute. You got so much to do.
Definitely. So, how long had you been broken up before you told her?
I think she knew. I think honestly, she knew the same day Dad did.
Okay.
She just knew in the morning.
Okay. Wow. This has been a good episode, I think, because I think even though it's what's your love story, um, to a degree, it's still a love story because, like you said, you were in love with him. You know, you thought he was your soulmate, so quite naturally, that's a love story. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way you wanted it to end, but I look at it as you're a much better person for it. You know what? Now you know the signs. Now you know when you see a sign that you either tackle it, you walk away from it, or you do what you need to do.
Right.
You'll know now. So I appreciate you coming on and telling us your story again, and I appreciate you even wanting to. I think it's dope. I think you're dope. You know what I mean? And you are cute. You know what I'm saying? Not because you are Hansa and all, but just because you are. So I do appreciate that though. I appreciate you being, vulnerable. I appreciate you being what's the word? Transparent and telling us your feelings and what you went through, what you're going through, and now you're a better person. You are now evolved.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
Everyone is all in me. Anything you want down there, naturally.
Okay.
This is a little song, right? Okay, so I'm just saying.
We appreciate it.
I'm just saying, song breaks on me. Y'all
I know
need to
that's
rock
right.
with
Now
this
we'll
song.
break out in the song quick. But we appreciate you. Thank you so much, Alyssa, for coming.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yes. And guess what we're gonna do, y'all? We're gonna close the book on that episode. All right. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming out. Hope y'all enjoy it.